We have a very special guest tonight, international film star, Mr. Fred Galle. I'm so honored to have you on the set. Hey, how's it going?
Fantastic. I'm doing really well.
You are doing more than well.
Yeah.
You are just burning up the big screens.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
like so excited for you. Every time I turn on my television, there you are.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Kind of like Find Waldo film.
But there he is, Fred Galle. So tell me, you have a new movie coming out on Amazon.
Yes.
And it's called?
It's called Love Game Match.
Love Game Match.
And Amazon Studio won the bidding war for it.
Okay.
They were bidding over a 3-month period.
Right.
And they bid it, and they bought MGM Studios at the same time, so I don't know how they do all this.
Lots of money.
They decided to launch our movie right away.
Right.
So the director called me and said, we're going live on Amazon Prime next week. I'm like, okay, really?
I'm in.
It's been a media whirlwind ever since, and it's got 5 stars out of 5 stars, and you can watch it right now on Amazon Prime.
And you have a pretty good co-star on there.
Yeah.
Hello.
Dale Moss is my co-star from The Bachelorette. Mm-hmm. He and Claire got together during their season.
Right.
And he played in the NFL. One team was the Panthers, and I believe the other team was the Minnesota Vikings, if I'm not mistaken.
Uh-huh.
And he's a hunk of a guy, and he plays my son, and we're both involved with tennis.
Right.
And there's kind of a comedy and drama theme throughout the movie. Chris Prosperi plays his love interest. My wife is Kim Batiste from New Orleans.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Chris is from Canada, Chris Prosperi, and then Brooke Burfitt is kind of the bad girl in the movie, and she's from England.
Oh, I love it.
So it's truly an international film, and it's being broadcast all around the world right now.
But we're plugging this movie,
Yes.
but you're also in multiple other things. So let's tell the audience, I mean, you are just the hugest thing ever.
Well, I'm also in a Black Entertainment Television, BET Plus, on another comedy called The First Wives Club.
And he says he's not funny.
Yeah.
But he is getting
I don't
all
think I'm that funny,
cast
but I
as a
get
funny
cast
guy.
all the time as a funny guy, and my wife thinks I'm super funny, so that's all that matters, really.
We
But,
love Wendy.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
shout out to your fabulous
Hey, Miss Wendy,
wife.
love you. Yeah, and then I'm also, I have a singing and dancing role in The Doom Patrol on HBO Max, and I play a mailman on that show.
How did you prepare for the dancing
Well,
part?
that's also a comedy, and I don't really sing or dance either, so as you can imagine, use your imagination. It was, I think, pretty funny as well. So,
I love it. I love it.
I've got a lot of commercials coming out, and I just did a shoot for St. Augustine Beach. Did a commercial and a print shoot for them. I've got another one coming up for Panama City Beach.
So you're just
Same
everywhere.
type of thing, yeah.
Yeah. But the funny story is you started as a model when you were young.
Yeah, when I was a young guy, about 17 or 18.
And did that for a while, and then had a professional career forever.
Yeah. I went and I played baseball for the University of Pittsburgh, and then I went into the business world, and I was in fiber optics and then pharmaceuticals for about a total of 27 years. And that really helped me because I called on C-level people, executives, and then when I have to go on Anchorman 2 and work opposite of Will Ferrell.
So yes, Anchorman 2, opposite of Will Ferrell,
Yeah.
right here.
Yep.
Yes, calling
So
it out.
go see Anchorman 2. You can buy that right now. Yeah. So when I work across those guys with Steve Carell, I got to work with him twice on Anchorman 2, and most recently last year in a movie called Irresistible. I play his lawyer. So when I work with those guys, it's just like in the business world. You know, you're in the business world. You're also acting.
Right.
So you're just acting differently.
So we're gonna take a little short break and
Yes.
show your film clip.
Great.
And then we're going to come back and talk about what you will see you next in. And for our viewers out there that maybe want to, in their 40s plus, break into the entertainment world, how to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But now let's watch your clip.
Here you go.
I don't know what the deal is, Dad.
So that's it. She starts acting distant, and you just ignore it.
What do you want me to do about it? She wants it to be professional. We'll keep it professional.
You seemed a little more friendly than coworkers at the party.
Yeah. Well, I'm not some desperate puppy dog that's gonna beg her to tell me what I did wrong. What? I'm not.
That's your pride talking.
Pride, self-worth, you can call it whatever you want. I did my part. I asked what was wrong. She doesn't want to tell me. That's on her.
So that's just it? Maybe she'd be a little more open with you if you were a little more open with her.
I have been open.
So you told her straight up that you have feelings for her.
No,
Why not?
because I don't. Even if I did like her, I'm not going to chase her.
That's what you said about the tennis club.
That was different.
Was it? Some things are worth chasing and fighting for. So if your pride's stopping you from seeing those things, maybe it's time to tell your ego to step aside. Oh, I had a good time. Did you have a good time?
I had so much
How
fun.
about that cake?
It was great. Wow, you look beautiful.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Thanks for coming, folks.
Happy anniversary.
What a wonderful party, huh?
All right, it was great. You know what to do.
Can you believe we've been married 40 years?
I can't believe it. Best 40 years of my life. Olivia, look. That's a 66. Someone's done a beautiful job restoring it.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Huh?
Happy anniversary, sweetie.
Are you serious?
Ted spent the last year restoring it for you.
Oh, man. Thanks, champ.
You deserve it, Pops.
Aw, congrats.
Thank you. Love you, babe. Oh my gosh. Is it really mine?
It's all yours. Why don't you guys take it for a spin? Liz and I can take your car.
Let's go, Olivia. She's a beauty.
Enjoy. He's so happy.
It's exactly the same.
I know.
And now we're back with international star Fred Galle. That was amazing.
Wasn't that a fun clip?
Oh my God, and to
Yeah.
see you on the big screen again,
Yes.
this is your element. You say you're not funny, but you are.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. I keep getting cast that way, so
But
it's
all,
really fun.
comedy's all about timing. And
Yes.
you have great timing.
Yes,
So
I think I
it-
do.
yeah,
it's
you
just kind of
do.
natural. I've always just had fun throughout my whole life, and I try to spread fun wherever I go.
Mm-hmm.
I try to make everyone's day just a little bit better.
And you have good karma.
Yeah,
and you
that's
project
it.
good
Nope,
karma.
I
So-
share good karma constantly. That's
And
that's
you
my
always
goal.
have a smile on your face.
I do, yes.
Always. It's like magna glow. I love it.
Yeah.
But before the clip, we were talking about how you got started in the industry.
Yes.
And you had retired and you just started doing a little and it trickled down to doing a lot. But we were also saying not everyone is cut out for this industry.
Yeah. Well, so how I got back into it, I was actually doing a charity event with my beauty queens. My wife Wendy and I run Mrs. America and Miss for America for North and South Carolina. And we had our queens at a charity event at the Coca-Cola 600. And some lady runs up and we were finished our day and she hands me a card in the Speedway Club and says, give me a call. So I'm thinking she needs my beauty queens for something, right? So I put it in my pocket and about a day later, I looked at it and said, Executive Vice President, Fox Studios. So I'm like, oh, I better call this lady, right? So I call her. She goes, why didn't you call me right away? I'm like, well, I'm calling you now. She goes, well, I need you east of Raleigh tomorrow. Can you get there? The director's trying to meet you. I'm like, that'd be great. So I go and Shane Black is there, and next thing you know, I'm on Iron Man 3, right? So I get the
That's a story.
Get the royal treatment. Here's your line, and Mr. President, how are you going to stop the Mandarin? And it just kind of snowballed from there. They're like, we'll keep you busy, if you can be available, we'll keep you busy, and my schedule allowed it. And next thing you know, they send me down. Same cast of people send me down to Macon, Georgia, and they're working on a movie. And they said, well, we have an idea for another movie for you. It's called Anchorman 2, but you have to audition for the role, and you could be the weatherman or the news guy or something. And so I auditioned. There's like 500 people for the role.
Right.
So it came down to me.
And you were kind of new to it.
Yeah,
This was like
right,
new.
Right. So I've always been an actor. My
Right.
coach has always said I was an actor on the baseball field. So I get the final casting call, and my shoot is with Kristen Wiig. So we're doing improv together, and Adam McKay, the director of Anchorman 2, is there, and he's telling us what to do, and he's like, "Damn it! If you're not the the weatherman, I don't know who is." So you've got the role. I'm like, "Okay, here we go." So like the next few days, I show up, and there's Will Ferrell and Steve Carell, and
You're like, dang dang, I've really landed a good gig.
I was the first one to fight Will Smith. Will Smith that was in Anchorman 2 fight scene, and,
Right.
and we fought in that scene, and he's a big guy.
Right? Real big guy.
So yeah. And just everyone kept dropping in. Kanye West dropped in, Kim Kardashian dropped in, and
Did you see them all?
yeah, Jim Carrey. I worked with them all. Yeah, it
Right.
was-
So sometimes
yeah.
they make debuts, but
We
you don't
did
see them. 'cause
Yeah,
they're-
we worked for 24 days together pretty tightly.
Uh-huh.
Because there's a lot of physical scenes, and
Right.
because our Jack Lime's team was going against Will Ferrell's team
Right?
in the movie, so it was very fun.
Good.
Yeah. But it's not for everybody. It's very difficult.
Right. Time consuming.
Time consuming, auditioning all over the place. I get 15 to 20 auditions a week, just trying to manage those and memorizing the lines. And
Right. And you don't get paid for auditions.
Yeah, no, you do not get paid for auditions,
Right.
so you interview for your job every day.
Every day.
Like 4 or 5, 6 times a day, right?
Right.
And I had to have my own studio built during COVID, and so now I'm my own lighting guy and sound guy, and it's very difficult. I really appreciate what the people do here at the studio. And
Right. It's very difficult, but you land all these roles. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah, well,
really not that difficult for you.
Wendy's high energy. She gets me up every morning at 4:50. We go to the gym and I train for 2 or 3 hours because if
Right.
I'm not, my competition is.
Right.
And that's how I try to stay in good shape. And I work on my mental skills. I work with Dr. Jacques Dallaire on my performance with Performance Prime, and I just try to stay as healthy and positive and focused as possible.
Right. And so that's, I think, a big part of it too, is that you really have to hone your craft, but you really have to want to do it.
Yes, you have to want to do it. You have to love what you do, and I absolutely love what I do.
Right. So, like you said, it's not for everyone, but for those that, because it's a chosen path,
Yeah.
and it's hard, and it's there's always competition. But when you have fun at it, like you of course want to land every role that you audition for. But if you're auditioning for 15, if you land 1 out of 15,
Right.
that's really good odds.
It's excellent odds, absolutely. Yeah.
Right,
I have
so-
a pretty good rate of landing them,
Yes.
but when you show up and there's like 5 or 6 guys that look just like you, it's tough.
Well, we are so excited to have you on the set tonight. Like, I'm super proud of you. And not only are you an international film star, but you're a really good friend. So I love you and Wendy so much, and thank you for stopping by. We're so proud of you. And I know, so many great things are coming your way. So I can't wait when I turn on the TV to see you every single Friday night.
Right,
It's
that's
like
right.
great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fred.
Thank you, Deborah.
So you can follow your dreams and be an international film star like Fred Galle. It's just really about believing in yourself and working hard.
That's right.